through these recordings. The first one, if I wanted to cover from Java, questions are OOPS principles actually. We will get the many questions from the OOPS principles actually. Here, the core questions will be what is a polymorphism, what is a runtime polymorphism, what is a compile time polymorphism, and
Mm.
what is the inheritance. So I will start with the inheritance first. One of the OOPS principle is inheritance. What is inheritance? They will ask when you set some definition, they will tell you how this will be benefit and where you are applying this inheritance. Okay. So the
Okay.
first thing definition for inheritance is extending or inheriting features of one class into another class is called the inheritance. So extending or inheriting features of one class into another class is called the inheritance. What is the benefit that you are getting by using this one actually? See, for example, I have an application called Flipkart. If I take the application Flipkart, I wanted to perform as operation called I wanted to add some item into the cart. So I wanted to add Redmi Note 5 and I wanted to add this into the cart. So
Mm.
usually what I will do is to navigate to this cart, this operation, I have to log in, then I have to click on the electronics and I have to click on the mobiles, then I have to click on the Oppo or Redmi mobiles and I have to navigate it.
Mm.
But there is some functions application is already having called login functionality I have already added and click on the electronics navigation loading this content already present. To
Mm.
perform the specific operations, instead of writing all this code again,
Mm.
simply I wanted to implement add cart or buy now option. So instead of doing this all jobs again, I am just inheriting the feature of login and add items into the cart, all the predefined options, whatever I'm doing it right. So already I
Mm.
have implementation present. I am using them actually. By using
Okay.
them, what is happening is I am I'm no need to write the same code which is already present. So I need to skip. Already it is already present, so I no need to write.
Okay. So
First
no rep.
benefit that you are doing is okay, no need
Mm.
to write some code which is already present. Because of this one, what I'm achieving is code reusability.
Code
Okay,
result. Yeah.
code reusability. So this is the key thing actually, code reusability.
Mm.
Okay, code
Yeah.
reusability can be achieved with the inheritance. First thing. Second benefit. Basically, when you declare integer 4 bytes of memory, when you declare a float 2 bytes of memory,
Mm.
assume I have two methods. Addition method is present. Okay, so I have this method present where I have did some manipulation int x equals to 10 and int y equals to 20 and int z equals to x plus y manipulation I'm doing it.
Mm.
The same code I need to write it from another place. Then what will happen is x needs some memory 4 bytes, y needs 4 bytes, z needs 4 bytes of memory.
Mm.
If I extending this feature and if I'm calling this method from another specific method, I no need to need this memories allocation. So I can
Mm.
save some memory. I don't want it to waste my memory because the moment I create object, class does not need memory where uh, Object needs the memory.
Yeah.
At the same time, when I wanted to create a new objects, we need to have the memory. So that we are saving.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the thing. And
So,
some
so,
point of time they will ask
mm,
why Java is not supporting the multiple inheritance.
okay. I have one quick question.
Yeah,
So the object the object of the class is created in a runtime, like by Java JVM. Is it true?
yes, that is true. Object will be created during the runtime. That's true.
Yeah, that is the constructor, right? The default constructor.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. So JVM will be understanding and creating the memory during that time actually.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah. I mean, I had that question about constructor.
No,
I
no,
think.
that is true. That is true. Correct. Multiple inheritance. See,
Mm,
they will ask why Java is not supporting. We will simply tell that Java is having the a problem of diamond problem, so we cannot have the implementations which can extend. Sorry, we cannot extend the two classes in the same one. That's what we will tell you basically, right? But
mm,
you have to tell the justification why it is not supporting, what happening, why it is not supporting actually.
right.
Here basically there is a concept of overriding. Overriding is nothing but I have two classes, class A and class B.
Mm,
Okay, class A is having one method called add.
right.
Now class B is extends the A. Class B extends A. And if I wanted to call the add method, I can create object for B class or A class and I can call the add method, then it will call it. Assume
Mm,
I am creating the object for a B class, B object equals to new B and object dot add method. It is calling the add method again. What if I have the add method in the B class? What will going to happen is it will override the add method which is present in the class A and it will
mm,
call the method which is present in the class B.
B.
But what if I have it three classes? That is my overriding concept. So simply JVM will understand I preference will be going to the method which is present in the subclass, then superclass. Everything is well. But
Mm,
here if you see uh, A and B and C, three classes now I have. So
mm,
B class is C class is trying to extend A comma B. Okay. Now assume A class is also having a method called add.
right.
B class is also having a method called add. Now you have created object. How technical it is not possible, I will tell you. You have created object for the C class here.
Mm,
C object equals to new C class.
mm,
And as your requirement and the function requirement is object dot add method that you have to call.
mm,
Now, how JVM will knows and how JVM can separate which add method has to be called. Have the same parameter based upon the parameter I cannot segregate and I
mm,
don't have any some different things which is present in the methods. Now my
mm,
JVM will get confused which method has to be called. So
mm,
there is no way we can able to provide a solution to handle this scenario in Java. We cannot set
mm,
some priorities, something. We don't have any free defined feature to handle this kind of scenario. You can take, we have out of 53 reserved words,
mm,
no such a reserved word to set or segregate the specific functionality. We don't have anything actually. That is the reason JVM will not giving the specific support, multiple inheritance. But people
Mm,
will ask how this multi-level inheritance is possible. Why JVM is not getting confused when we have the multi-level? So that is the most important question people are getting asked. The
mm,
reason why I will tell you multi-level. In the multi-level inheritance, I will tell you the same formula actually.
mm,
I have a class A and class B and class C. Here JVM having a specific trick actually. So what is the trick is basically, so B extends the A and C extends the A and B. Now if you are calling add method, what's happening here is when you create object for the C class, C object, sorry. Now C object equals to news of C and object dot add method. There is concept of overriding is helping JVM to prioritize which add method has to be called.
mm,
In the method, sorry, when we have the multi-level inheritance, method overriding is helping. Earlier, we don't have any predefined library or function which will help JVM to understand which method is has to be invoked. Here, method
mm.
overloading is helping to prioritize which method has to be invoked. So, how the things will be happening here? Basically, I have three classes A and B and C. This is A and this is B and this is C. So now what will happen is when we store them as an object, in the heap
Mm,
memory, this object will be stored in the heap
mm,
memory. In the
mm,
heap memory, C reference will be stored. Now what will happen is when you call the object dot method name, this heap memory will look a C in the class C with high priority. I
mm.
will check whether that add method is present in the C class or not. If it is
Okay.
not present, the next priority will goes to the B class because C is directly extending. So I
Mm,
will go to this place.
okay.
And then next, if the B is not having that add method, then I am forwarding that request to the add method. Now I have proper priority to where I have to look for the specific method. No matter the same method is present in the B class or A class, if I have that method present in the C class, I will
Yeah.
not even look for the method add in the B class because
Okay.
I am taking a feature or concept of method overriding, and
Mm,
based upon overriding concept, my looking or priority will be add method which is present in the
see.
subclass. This is C.
Yeah.
So that is how multi-level and multiple inheritance are different.
Okay.
Only
Yeah.
thing that you are giving the priority because my method overriding is helping here. But here, if I take that example, I don't have any scenario to sort this my problem.
Right.
One case you can sort it. If you don't have this add method present in the A class, if it is B, then JVM can understand and prioritize C and A method. But in this
Mm.
condition, how I can separate? I cannot separate, right? So that is the
Right.
reason we are not able to do that. So this will be the proper justification. This is how we have to explain when
Yeah.
why Java is not supporting the multiple inheritance. When you explain in this way, there
Mm.
will be no chance of asking and another question on top of it.
Okay. Okay.
You're clear?
Yeah. Clear.
So this one and
Mm.
something related to the when we extend what will be the what will happen, what class need to be extend. So that will be I will tell you. See,
Mm.
almost top class will be in Java is object class actually. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we go to the implementation, so
Mm.
when you have the exception handling mechanism actually, I
Mm.
wanted to cover this inheritance topic there actually. So why? Because I will get confused if you don't know what is exception and details. If I'm covering the topics, it will be difficult. So this
Mm.
inheritance topic we will keep on cover when there is a scenario what to happen in this specific case inheritance how it will work in this example that I will discuss. Okay. For
Okay.
time being,
Okay.
this is the things that they will maximum they will ask from inheritance.
Okay. Yeah.
So the next one we are discussing is polymorphism.
So
And the
the timer is shown. The timer is 7 minutes left
yeah,
on.
actually 40 minutes discussion it is actually every day. So if you
Yeah.
want me to take more time, actually, I will send you the, sorry, you have to join in this link again after
Yeah.
40 minutes, then we can continue from there itself.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So as per the plan, daily 1 hour. So once we are done with this one, then we can connect again and we can discuss 20 more minutes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, the next OOPS principle is polymorphism actually. In the
Mm.
polymorphism, they will ask you what is method overloading. So everybody will tell same method name with different parameters and different implementation. So they
Mm.
will tell you where you are applying and how you are doing this implement. What will be the real time scenario? That will be
Mm.
the ask actually.
Yeah.
So when you have the method overloading, first we will try to understand the definition actually. What is polymorphism is one interface will have the many implementation. This interface does not mean the Java interface. This is kind of a method or a function usually. We can say function instead of that one to
Okay.
make it confuse. One function will have the many implementations. So that is called the polymorphism actually. So one second. The control Z so that I will have the backup of the lines that we have written. Okay, polymorphism basically method overloading and overriding. One function will have the many implementation. This is called the polymorphism, right?
Mm. Yes.
Here, the question will be that we can achieve. It can be achieved using method overloading and overriding. What is overloading? Is first definition we will try to understand. Method overloading, same method name for sure,
Mm.
and
Same.
different parameters.
Different parameters and different return type.
So, and return types are different, and the core thing is implementation is different. Inside the method, implementation is the different.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So yeah, implementation basically the definition of that function.
in this and the core important point that we have to add is this can be achieved within the class.
Within the class. Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
method overloading can be achieved within the class and the same method name with different parameters and different implementation is called the method overloading. And
Mm.
we have to understand some business scenario where we are doing it. I
Mm.
wanted to perform the search operation here. My goal is to perform the search operation.
Mm.
Now what I'm doing is, here I have the multiple search operations. I can search the mobiles based upon the price.
Mm.
So I can search a mobile within the price. I can search the mobile based upon the brand. I
Mm.
can search the mobile based upon the rating. I can search based upon the RAM.
Mm.
Now I cannot implement all the things in this single search method, where I need to write the multiple search methods to having this all options present. My
Right, right.
core goal and my functionality is to achieve the search. My goal, my function is search.
Mm.
Okay, I wanted to perform the search operation. My
Search up.
function
Right.
method name is same. Now what I wanted to do is different parameters I wanted to perform. I wanted to perform search based upon the price, where I'm passing input as an integer price.
Price.
And second scenario, search, where I'm passing a string brand.
Rating. Brand.
Here, implementation wise, if I take any DO class or repository class, the implementation or query, what will be happening here? Select items, sorry, select items or names, everything from the items table, where int, sorry, price below or this one, if we have some conditions, we are sending the values. Okay,
Mm.
here implementation will be select items from the items table where brand equals to Puma or Nike or something,
Yeah.
some values that we are passing it. This is how the implementation will be different. I will tell you some examples in the real time. In the
Okay.
Java itself, they have many cases, they have implemented the method overloading. So we can
Mm.
give that example, that will be the more benefit. I will tell
Mm.
you, I will quickly, you can quickly join in this link.
Okay.